Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a great and wonderful day. Now, it seems that we're going off with the Gavin Newsom, really just not liking his kids. Listening to Andrew Tate, Jordan Peterson, and, God forbid, Joe Rogan, because, these are all terrible people. Surprised that they're not. Well, we can have discussions whether Andrew Tate is a terrible person or not, or whether people call him a misogynist. However, there is a reason why boys and men kind of flock to him for a lot of reasoning. A lot of guys, and I would say even fathers today, do not raise their kids correctly to be a respectable and honest man. And kids look up to these individuals to be this, and because society really hates on men, and it's just disgusting. So without further ado, let's get into this. Tell me about your own AI journey. Have you integrated it at all into your work or to fine-tune a speech? Well, it wrote a better state of the state than we did. I say that with love and respect to Jason, Deputy Chief of Staff Jason Elliott, and Anthony, Senior Advisor Anthony York. We use it all the time. It walks us down paths we otherwise wouldn't walk. It allows us to see around angles that we may have missed. We have fun with Bard and compare and contrast it with ChatGPT. Wait, are you being facetious with the state of the state? Did you really ask to write your speech? We did. It was better, actually. We did it in my voice, and it was 10x better. I was candidly, openly frustrated with the edits. And I'm like, I can't take this anymore. Let's just get ChatGPT to do this. And he came back, and I think in 34 seconds or something, you could ask Anthony, he came back very distressed. Did you use any of it? No, we couldn't use it. We had to be careful. It did reinforce, though, we were on the right path, which is good. So now we're getting into the big meat of it all, where his kids have talked to AI, and he talks about all these things, and about the horrible people that his kids are listening to. Have you talked to your kids about AI? I had a very serious conversation with my oldest daughter about the chatbot on Snap. Separately, I really worry about the misinformation, disinformation about what's happening with our country, but I worry about these macro cults that my kids are in. I say macro cults because I don't know if there's a better way to describe it. My son is asking me about Andrew Tate, Jordan Peterson, and then immediately he's talking about Joe Rogan. And I'm like, here it is, the pathway. So, Gavin Newsom, buddy, pal, friend. Not really. I don't like you at all. I don't think these people are cults. If anything, you guys are in a cult. And let me be perfectly honest here. I listened to Joe Rogan multiple times. And the only reason why I don't really listen to him because I don't watch or listen to Spotify. So, I don't really, listen to him. So that's part of the reason. But I did watch a lot of his videos when he did not go to Spotify. And he was on YouTube. And I really enjoyed his content. And the one thing with Joe Rogan is that he points out that he talks to a lot of people of different viewpoints and other guests. And it's very important because you get people with different viewpoints, and Joe Rogan's viewpoints, of that matter, to where you do critical thinking and you other people's ideas and stuff. It's really beneficial to the mind, and it makes you open to more other people's ideas. This is not an issue, and this is not a cult. I don't see how this is a problem. However, you have Andrew Tate, which, talks about, particularly with, how to be a better man and how men are going in this world and stuff like that. There are things that Andrew Tate, I will admit, is a bit stupid and outlandish, and don't get me wrong, there's some bad things there, but it's not bad listening to him. Jordan Peterson, also another person, is where you see where his own country, his own government is saying he has to be forced to say these certain things, and he's going against to do these certain things, is really just saying, it's fine. And he also apologizes and takes accountability for himself. These people are fine, and they're not in a cult. We think outside the box. We are open to new opinions. You, however, are trying to shut down criticism. You're trying to shut down open discussion. So, and you're trying to keep everybody in a little box. Now, again, just because I think that maybe the Democrats or the far left, to be perfectly honest, the far left, the communists are in a cult, doesn't mean I'm not going to prevent them from speaking and have them address their ideas to other people so that way people can understand where their ideas are stemming from. Yours is different. You think that they're actually in a cult or a micro cult. You're insane, my guy. You're insane. Do you think AI and the potential for very believable deepfakes will impact or alter the path of the next presidential election? We talked to some friends, and you may know them well. I won't name them, who say this is the last quote, unquote, fair and free election of our lifetime. These are pretty credible people, unless we dramatically do things differently. Some would suggest that's not the case. That already the ability for bots to direct people into these macro cults already is outsized in terms of its influence. That's pretty alarming when you think about it in those terms. So, again, where their influence is mostly positive, your influence is mostly negative, and you're trying to prevent your kids from watching this stuff or saying it's a cult. Again, where is this cult? You have a lot of people just automatically believing on what you say. And what I see what these three are doing, they're not believing what everybody says. They're addressing their own opinions. And this is what's important here. Is that when people talk about their own opinions and we are open to new ideas, and of course we take accountability. I have also taken accountability for things that I have posted wrongly on this channel before. And I back in, I'm going to do it again at some point in this channel's career because I'm human and I make mistakes. And we take accountability for our actions, and that's the best way you can do it. You, on the other hand, you never take accountability for your actions. You plainly ignore it, and they're just getting outside influence, outside ideas from other people, and that's perfectly okay. The thing is that it's hilarious that Gavin Newsom is honestly terrified and worried about this because it's making them go outside of their own worldview and open them to whole new things that are open to them. It's actually hilarious. It sounds like he's terrified of what these people are addressing. It's like almost like he's going to point out all the negatives and the lies that he even says, and then he'll have to come in to defend himself with, and then they'll probably end up doing research and find out that their dad's a liar. It's hilarious in a sense, and he is terrified of it, and I love it. We need to keep doing this and spreading the word to a bunch of these younger kids in this generation. I think that we're doing a good job. I think we need to do more. I'm a small YouTube channel in this giant pool of bigger creators that have way more voice and influence on me. And to be honest, I don't want to be a public figure, at least a huge, big public figure, maybe like Russell Brand, that's his own fortune going through and stuff like that. I just want a big enough platform to where I can spread my opinions, my ideas, into other people so that we could possibly save the country from complete and utter destruction and maybe put them on a better moral ground. Of course, these are my opinions, and we're always free to discuss here. Of course, I'm going to snap back when people put down things in my channel, which they have done, and they don't actually watch the video. What they do is that they'll take the video and watch maybe 30 seconds of it, and then they don't even look at the description down below what I actually read or what have you. It's really annoying, but, it comes with the territory, right? It comes with the job. But it's hilarious that this is happening, and the fact that Gavin Newsom is just so terrified of this is hilarious, and you love to see it. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, share, as always. Take care.